So Arsenal were, of course, crushed, defeated, demoralised, everything in the Europa League Cup final against Chelsea. Crushed to bits and pieces, where Arsenal, in the end, really didn't turn up. And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, there were some disturbing images that came out. What am I talking about? Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. And here's another segment of Arsenal in news. And unfortunately, it's not good news. Terrible, horrendous. So earlier this afternoon, I'm just there, just trying to do some research for this segment, Arsenal in news. And lo and behold, I saw some pictures. I saw some videos as well, footage on Twitter. Yeah, Arsenal fans fighting amongst themselves on an underground train in London. And it says there actually that there were passengers that were, terrified of what was folding out in front of them. Now, what it brings my mind back to was the last couple of years under Arsene Wenger's reign there. The Arsene Wenger's in and outs. Fighting in the stadium and outside the stadium. For me, as an Arsenal fan, it was heartbreaking to see that our fan base was fighting, coming to blows with each other. And on Cannon Fodder, you will hear that we have our disagreements. But do we ever cuss each other? No, we don't. We respect each other's, opinion. But to actually see the footage of Arsenal fans fighting amongst themselves was absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't care what they were fighting about. I really don't care. But to see what happened when we beat Chelsea and we can't behave ourselves is absolutely, ridiculous. And again, I just get these flashbacks of watching, the Arsenal fans outside Emriates 2 years ago, fighting, coming to blows. Terrible. Terrible. We can't behave ourselves. Anyway, on a slightly happier note, there's two players who actually celebrated their birthdays this week. One of which was Gervinho. Yeah, Gervinho, the guy with that, was it cane roll? Yeah. Anyway, much maligned Arsenal player that came in and really he just couldn't string two passes together, could he? Couldn't really score either. And then the other player is Andrei Arshvain. He had his birthday yesterday. 38 years old. 38 years old. My goodness. I think he came into Arsenal 2008, 2009. And he was only the other player that scored 4 goals against Liverpool, I believe. And it was the time when Arsene Wenger was changing the stature of the Arsenal players. So you would have the likes of Tony Adams, very, very tall, 6 foot tall, a bit lanky, but built like a brick house. But slowly, you would see players coming smaller and smaller and smaller. So Andrei Arshvain, he was one of the shortest players that we had there, and I think he came over from. Sorry, just get my my information up here. Begging your pardon. Zenit St. Petersburg, and I think he scored was it 30 goals for us? Again, I haven't really done my research properly. Terrible, but it's quite late anyway. But so happy birthday, happy 38th birthday, and I think he's still playing. Unless you guys are gonna come and tell me that, oh no, he's not. He's actually retired, and never player who's retired. But yeah, to Gervinho, the guy with the funny hair, and Andrei Arshvain, happy belated birthday. Anyhow, you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Birthday breaking news.